Hey everybody, my name is Scott, and for my Stackathon, I made a VS Code extension for developers with diabetes. All right. So a little bit of context before we begin. What is a CGM? It's basically just a small device that reads your blood sugar levels constantly, transmit them to a receiver at some set interval, usually something like 5 minutes. This is life-changing for diabetics. It was life-changing for me because it eliminates the need to draw blood every time you want to check your blood sugar. This thing just does it in the background. It's great. It's awesome. It usually outputs it to an app like this one, made by the company dExtension. That's why my extension is called dExtension. Pretty clever, I felt. Yeah, it usually outputs to an app or some kind of hardware. It's way more convenient, but I found that it can be disruptive to my workflow, other contexts, because you have to pull out your phone, unlock it, look at the app if you want to see data. So that's why I decided to make this VS Code extension. It's just a status bar utility, sits in the bottom corner. It shows you your current blood glucose level in near real time. Shows you a trend arrow, which is just the rate of change over the last minute. The difference in the current level and the last reading, and the difference in reading time between the current reading and the last time it was read. And I'll show you that now. Yeah, so you can sort of see it. This is why I blew it up down there in that corner. But basically, where my cursor go? How does it work? It's just a simple background process that updates the status bar every minute. And since we know to expect a new reading every 5 minutes, we can just long pull Dexcom's API when we need to get a new one. And I kept the tech stack pretty light since it's a background process. You don't want it taking up too much memory. I just use VS Code's extension API, Dexcom's API, Node, and a graph library called Chartis.js. And if you mouse over the command, you can pull up a graph which has all your glucose levels from the last 3 hours, which is pretty handy. You can see a trend and make decisions based on that. It shows your current configuration for alerts. If you guys don't know, non-diabetics' blood sugar is usually somewhere between 85 to 100. It's probably most years right now. If you're diabetic, this can fluctuate super wildly, and it can be dangerous, unhealthy, potentially fatal. So it's great to have alerts on screen when that happens. So users can configure those right now. This data is live, by the way. This is my actual blood sugar at this very moment. So if it were to go out of range, you would see a pop-up in that corner. And I just ate 20 donuts in the bathroom, so any minute now. Give it 10 minutes. No, I'm just kidding. I made a simulation. So you get a nice little pop-up like that, and it's pretty handy to see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Keeps you informed and aware of your blood sugar without disrupting your workflow. Thanks.